So last time we when we were discussing, we saw about Flow. Okay, it's an automation tool basically, which has the actions. Okay, and there were types of flow. Okay, which we saw that ScreenFlow used to create a custom screen. Auto launch can be called from any other flow. It's like a subflow. Okay, where again you can build any screen or create any record, delete record based on your conditions. Then you had the record trigger flow, which is automatically fire when your record is created, updated, or deleted. So you can automate any such particular event. Okay. Platform event, as we discussed, okay, it will help you to, capture notification when they are coming to Salesforce or they have been in Salesforce. Schedule flow was nothing but at a particular time you are scheduling a flow and then you are doing some automation on the records basically, or even you can send email at a particular time when your criteria is met or not met. Okay, that's where the schedule flow all about. Then we started with the record trigger flow. Sorry, come again. Guys, go on mute. Okay, so yeah. What I was saying is record trigger flow. Okay, so it has object, then it was having the events insert, update, delete. Okay, you can configure, then condition, and then you had a context variable called either you can run fast field update, which is on the same object record. If you want to do some automation, I repeat, in same uh, record, if you want to do some automation for the same object, you can use before fast field update. If you want to do the action on another record, you can select action on related record. Okay. So that was options. Let's see them on the live scenario. Okay. Okay. So in order to create a flow, you go to setup from the setting icon. Search for flows in the home tab. Okay. Click on flows. Now here you will be able to see the existing flow which are created in your Salesforce org, and you can open and start working on it. So these are, if you see, there's a column called active. So active means which are, active, which will work. Inactive means which is deactivated. I mean, they are put it into a condition when they will not fire at all. So it is like dummy right now until unless you activate it. So you have a button called new flow from where you can create a new flow. And here you see the different types of flow. So based on your requirement, we have to select that particular type of flow. And requirement guys vary. So somebody says that I want to pick my record which don't have a name populated, okay, and send an email to manager that please populate the name. Okay, so I repeat. So this scenario says there are bad record created without a name, and you want to send an email to manager to get them corrected. So if you see the requirement, it is not any event. It is like already things are there in database, and you want to do an operation on them. Okay, so it is not any screen flow, because screen means you have to take inputs. It is not a record trigger flow because it will only fire when something get inserted, updated, or deleted. This one is schedule trigger flow. It means at a particular time. So if you see, the requirement is something at a particular time because you have to pick such records and send an email to manager. Okay, so it lies under this type of flow. Okay, so first thing is finding, or I mean to say, try to understand your requirement. Then you should know what these three flows do basically. Okay, as I told you guys last time, just focus on these three. Okay, other are not mandatory. I mean, other are like very least used. So with respect to time, once you learn these three things, you would be able to explore these things. Okay, as I said, so you guys understood, right? At particular time, something you want to do on existing data, then schedule flow. Record trigger flow, when you are creating some record and want to do some automation. So let's suppose if I want to create a new brand record, I want to update if uh, account has a value, then you want a type should be old. So I repeat, there is a automation you have to build. Whenever a new brand is created with account has a value, you have to update the type as old. So this particular condition, you can automate. Okay, so as I said, it is a record trigger. So like when you create a record, then you want to do it. So that is why you can say that it is a record trigger flow. Okay, if somebody say whenever a account is updated, at that time you want to update the type field to old. Let's suppose if existing account, this is existing account, guys. If you change the brand name to something, let's suppose you change the brand name to something, you want a type to be updated as old. So this is an update phase. So again, record trigger flow. If somebody say whenever you delete this particular record, okay, delete button is not on the detail page right now. We have not put it. So you can use this delete button also. If somebody delete a particular record, you want to create some other record. Okay. Let's suppose you want to create a entry that, okay, this record was deleted. So at that moment, you can use again a record trigger. Okay. So this is about record trigger flow scenario, guys. How can you recognize? Because recognizing it is the first and foremost thing. If you know your requirement and you can find the right type of flow, is something you would be able to take your requirement to the end. Okay. Else you guys would not be able to understand, okay, requirement came, what to pick, which one, which flow to pick. You guys will get confused. So you should know these things. Now comes the screen flow. The screen flow is nothing when somebody say, I want to, create a record with my own options. Okay. Let's suppose this on the detail page, I want a button. From here, I want few fields to be there. And you should have a button here to save this data. And then it should create a record. So as I said, it's a screen, right? The requirement is a screen. They want a screen here, where they can put some input, and they may ask you, okay, once I put 4 field and I click on next, I should be able to put more fields, and then next, then put more fields. Those are a screen, right? Multiple screens. So that is all about the screen flow. Okay. So these are the few things which you guys will keep in mind. So now we will talk about first thing, because this is 90% used. So record trigger flow. So now this record trigger flow, as I said, guys, last time, okay, this comes with a first page as a select object on which you want to capture the event. So let's suppose I want to capture it on new brand. Then comes, which event you want to capture. Let's suppose create, and we will take that first requirement, guys, where if account is there, I want to make sure that the type field is set to old. Okay. So a new brand, whenever a record is created, guys, okay, condition, I don't want to give condition right away. Here, this one, okay, never give the condition right away. Okay, this is my suggestions. Okay. Reason being, just think in this way that tomorrow there could be one more requirement which may come up, and they may say, okay, if name is changed, you still want the same automation to fire. Then again, you have to update here conditions. Then again, tomorrow more conditions come. So every condition needs to be updated here in a proper way, and it would be keep confusing. Okay, so I'll show you guys how can you manage the conditions well. So fast field update, and these are the two, right? So Sonal, according to you, I want to update, if account is there, I want the update type field to old. Which requirement it is? Is it fast field update or it is action related record? Because one you can select at a time. So you want to create, you are creating a record. Whenever account is there, you want to update type as old. Ruchi, which I should select?
Actions and related records.
Kunal, are you with Ruchi? Let's go to the definition once, guys. Okay. So last time when we were discussing, fast field update will be responsible when you are having before insert, before update, before delete. Okay. Action on related records is after insert, after update, you want to do some operation. Okay. But if this is little very complex language, I would say or condition. Okay. Automation on same record or same object. Okay. And this is or automation on separate object after first object record get inserted. Okay. So now you guys tell me, this is a quick hint for you guys. Now you tell me, try to understand and tell me which one it will, let me zoom the screen. Yeah. So tell me guys, which one is this fast field update or action related records? Without confusion. I repeat the scenario. So here, if account is populated, I want type to be updated to old. So I should select fast field update or action on related record.
Action.
Okay, so according to you guys, action on related record. Okay. So now I'll tell you guys what's the difference. Okay. So this is same record, right? This is same record. If account is updated, type should be old. It is same record. Same record. I'm not saying that once account is updated, create another record in account object, contact object, or brand object, or anywhere else. I'm not talking about that. So it means it's the same record, guys. So it's a fast field update. Okay. So now fast field update is an option. Okay. So just go through the definition again, try to understand and let me know if you guys have any option. So now once you select this, okay, so you can close this. So first page is configured. So if you want to edit it, you click on this circle icon with play symbol. You can edit this and you can edit anytime. So now next is okay here. So when you come down, when it comes to fast field update, okay, these are the elements, guys, where you can do some operations. Okay. So let me talk about these. So update triggering record, okay, and update related record. These two are shortcuts. Okay. So if shortcut means let's go down, these are long cuts. So we will focus about long cuts, not on the shortcuts. Okay. So if you want to show some error message, you can use the custom error. Okay. Based on some conditions, like you want to make sure that if account is not filled or type is not matching, show an error. Similarly, so this is custom error. I'll note these down. Okay. So these are called elements. Okay. Today we will talk about these. Okay. Custom error. Okay. When you want to configure error. Okay. So this is custom error. Assignment. Guys, when you want to assign some value to another value. Okay. When you want to assign one value to another value, it's called assignment. Okay. Then comes the decision. Okay. Decision is very important, guys. You will be using it 99% of the time. So decision is based on condition. Okay, based on conditions, you can say, okay, this has to be executed or which this has to be executed. Okay, based on condition, which outcome should trigger. Okay, so it is like a decision making. Like if this is the condition criteria match, which outcome you want to execute. Okay, that is about decision. loop. This element, okay, help you to read more than one record, guys. Okay. If more than one record is there, you can read loop. Okay. So let's suppose there, if in your system you have a requirement that wherever the student has a name Kunal, pick those records and update the phone number as ABCD, or you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So all the records should get updated with phone number same. So you have to loop through them. Okay, you have to read one by one. Okay, and update the phone number. So that's where the loop help you. Like more than one record, if you want to update, you can use loop. Collection sort and collection filter. Okay, collection sort. Okay, this you can right, sorting. Let's suppose you have 10 records. Okay, those are randomly there. So you want to sort them based on the name. So let's suppose order, you because basically like alphabetical order, you can sort with any other field name. You can even sort with date. So that is where the sorting works. Okay, sorting the collection of record so that they comes in order. Okay, like first record will be, let's suppose, created date descending. Okay, that is a sorted records, right? So first the greater date will come. Okay, descending means the one which is the latest, so top, and then the later records will come. So that is what collection sort is. Collection filter. Okay, so collection filter is nothing but as you know, if you want to filter some records from the let's suppose 10 records are there with the name Kunal, and you want to pick those record where phone number is there. So you are filtering, basically filter records based on some criteria. Okay, so you can filter that. Next comes guys, most important things comes now. When it comes to fast field update, you have this as an option, guys. Sorry, it's here. Yeah. Update record and get record. Update record. Update record is nothing but update any record based on criteria. Based on criteria, you can update any record here. Okay. So let's suppose you want to update any record which has a name Kunal. Okay, so let's suppose if I click on update record, guys. Okay, so it will ask me first give the name. Okay, and then it will say that if you see this bubble is read out, update the new brand record that trigger the flow. Okay, the same record which is coming here will be updated based on conditions. So if you want to put some conditions criteria, so you can update that record. Okay, so this is about updating a record based on a condition. So this is where this lies. If account is not null, update type. So that's where you can put the condition here, account not null, then here type equals to old. So that's where you can update your record. So that is update element. Okay. Next comes get record. Okay, so guys, get record is nothing but fetching the record from database, basically based on some conditions. So you can fetch a record from database. Okay, let's suppose you want to do, as I told you guys, right? You want all the records where name is Kunal and you want to update the phone number. So which means you have to get those records from the database. Okay, when I talk about you have to find the records, which means you have to get the record. Okay, the object name Kunal would be, let's suppose, a contact. So you have to select an object called contact. Okay, then condition would be nothing but a name. Name is Kunal, like that, Kunal. Okay, and then get all records. If you see here, how many record to get? All record where this criteria is met. Okay, and you can use this option as automatically store all fields. That's fine. forget about these two. For a basic, don't go with this. Go with this first option always. No use. Okay? Don't think about these. Always go with this. It's kind of future perspective. You don't need to worry about getting more fields, because this comes when if you want to use get the selective data from that field. But if you want to all, you can do that as well. Okay. This is when you want to select field and store into some variable. So, but let's go with this. Okay. So that's how the get record comes. So you will get all the records where name is Kunal. So let's go 10 record comes, you will be able to get the 10 records. And after that, you can loop on them, use loop, and then you can update. Remember, update element, this one inside the loop, you will be done. So that's where this requirement will be fulfilled. Okay. So next is, so this is when fast field update are there. So these are the elements which are supported when fast field update is.
So you just fetch the data like the name is Krunal, right?
Yes,
And now I need to change that name Krunal to some else, right? XYZ.
correct.
So can you please open that flow?
Hmm.
Yeah. So the updated record one tab you just created. So I need to put it down and
Exactly.
do the update operation, right?
Right, right. As a simple way, first level, you have to just say here, get contact named Kunal. Okay. So this is created. You can close this. You have got all the element. Now you have to loop, because you have to update all the records. Okay, you can loop. So you have to read one by one. Okay, get all contact. Okay, you put the collection. So if you see, collection is nothing but this get contact named Kunal, which we created. It will run from first to last. Even you can rush from last to first. Okay, you understood, right? First to last means first record
Yeah,
to
yeah.
last record, or you want from last, you want to start from last to first, you can do anything. So this is the loop, guys. Okay, now you cut from here, cut, and you can paste inside the loop. So this is loop coming from here. It will be like this. First to last, and after last, it will end. Okay, I repeat, it will rotate, keep rotating, keep rotating, keep rotating. And after all the Kunal records are done, it will go after here and end. And here inside this, you have to update the record. Okay. So when it comes to update, again, you have to put the condition, guys. Okay. And let's suppose if it is some record which you want to update, put condition like name equals to Kunal, anything. Just put condition, and which field you want to update, just give the type as old. So for all the Kunal records, this particular brand will keep getting updated with old. Okay, this is not that great scenario. Reason being, these comes in action on related record. Basically, such things comes in action on related record. But it's just that giving you a rough idea how your get element loop and then update works basically. Okay. So these were all fast field update elements, guys. When it comes to change, let me switch it to action on related record. I just want to see what all elements are applied. Okay, I close it. Now it's action on related record, guys. Okay, nothing will change. It will keep as it is. It's just that few elements will get come. Okay, if you see here, now these element came, action came, subflow came. Okay, so you can say that action on related. With this, you will get few more element called, one is action, subflow. So only in action on related record, you can have subflow, like you can call another flow from here. For fast field update, it is not there, guys. Okay, just remember this. Action means, okay, you can do some custom action. Okay, can do some custom action. Custom action is nothing but you can send email. Okay, call Apex class. Okay, Apex is nothing but a code. You can even post to chatter. Okay, you can do some post on the chatter. Call approval process. do API call out. So all these things are come under actions. You can do this. Okay. Subflow editor, you can call one another flow from here. So that is about this. And if you see, these are still same. Transform is a beta, so forget about it. Beta version means it is not given by Salesforce yet. I mean, not implemented. It's like in a phase where it is still going. End means if you want to end your flow. If you see here for data, you have create and delete. These are the two extra got added. Okay. Create element or delete element. Okay. Delete means you can delete any record based on criteria. Okay. Create means you can create a record. Simple. You can create a record by filling their fields. Okay. So these are the two extra element, guys. If I click on this, you can create, a record. Okay. One many record. Okay. Give the field values. Okay. How can you give the field values? Select here. Okay. You always select this separate resource. Okay. It is very clean, guys. Don't go with this option. Okay. If you are starting with basics, always go with this separate resource. Okay. Here it will be very clear to understand. Like one record you want to create, which object? Let's suppose you want to create a new brand object. You want to create automatically new record. Okay. Fields, which all fields you want to insert. Okay. So let's suppose you want to update account with something. You can do it here. You want to update type to old for new record. So you can do that. So these are the automation, guys. You can create automatic records without anything. Okay. Even you can delete any records. Like you want to delete all the record where Kunal was there. So you can select the delete. Okay.
Before that, we have to create the objects and that fields and all, right?
Exactly. I mean, if objects are already there, then only you guys will be able to select them here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here, object list will only come when you have the data.
So using this automation flow, we are not able to create a new object.
Object you can't create, only records. Okay. If I go back to my flow exercise, the actions are here. Here. Send email, create record, update record, delete record. These are the actions, guys. Always remember these things you can do with flow. That's all. Okay. So delete again. You want to query the data, whichever you want to delete, and then just save. That will be deleted. So these all elements, just go through them today, guys. Try to go through them and just do some small, navigations around, and let me know if you guys get confused. And today, it with theory plus mixed practical. Okay, we will discuss about it more. Okay, probably tomorrow. Okay, just go through this exercise. Okay, and let me know if you guys have any questions, and we'll continue tomorrow on the floor.